Hey everyone, good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, or if not, if you're new, I'm three, mom of three boys. And tonight, well, today, we're going to have a talk about what's going on with Snapchats again. As many of you may have, and listen, as a mom, I get it. That's stressful, especially when you feed your kids, plan meals, and the fridge is starting to look empty. Um, hey Sonia, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. So most people that really are in need of these benefits, when it starts, coming down to the end of the month, their fridge and pantries might start looking bare, especially if you have like three or more children. You know, these kids eat. Although now they are in school most of the day, but when they come home, those kids want to eat. You know, I don't know no kid that doesn't eat like that. Even though if you don't have it, they have having it. But if they're used to you having it, it's definitely gonna be a change. And I definitely understand that when you don't want to deny your children, but sometimes you got. Sorry, guys, it's raining here. The rain is making my connection not so great. Sorry, guys. Amon, get you a life, dude. Get you a life. Anyway, just gonna talk about complaining. We're not gonna complain. It's about coming together, sharing what's working, and helping each other stretch what we got. Because at this point, there's nothing we can do. You know. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. Now kick rocks. Anyway, please double tap the screen as you're coming in. Please double tap the screen as you're coming in. Welcome, welcome. Yes, not you, Snowy. Welcome in, Snowy. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Ray. Welcome in, Ray. Please double tap your screen, guys. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Now he can't talk no more. He's gone. When people like that, just hide them. I don't care. When they start cursing with their stupidity, just hide them. We don't need them here. But anyway, yeah. So today we're not just gonna be, I'm not gonna complain about what's going on at this point. There's nothing we can do. It's basically down to the last few. I don't know if much is gonna get resolved. So we're just gonna go with the flow and see what we can do as a community to help each other out. So if you're watching this live, go ahead and say hi in the chat. Let me know where they act up today. I just took it off the Wi-Fi. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, it's raining. It's been raining all day. You know, it's making my connection a little bad. And my connection is usually good. But we'll see. I just took off the Wi-Fi. Hopefully that works. Hey, Vet. Hey, Rose. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Please double tap that screen to hit the like button. So yeah, there's not much we can do. Hopefully something, changes in the next 24 hours, but our hands are tied. So let's just try to make the best of what we can. Let me know if if your benefits are gonna be affected by this delay or shutdown. You know, depending on the day you usually get benefits, you might not see a delay at all, you know, because if they, you know, some people, they get it scattered throughout the first 15 days of the month. So not everybody gets benefits on the same day, obviously. So some people, it might not even get to your benefit date, and hopefully yours won't be delayed. But if you do receive benefits, let me know if it's going to affect you and how you've been planning, you know, ahead of time, since now we know for about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now, how you guys are planning to feed your children next month or feed yourself if you're single. Please double tap that screen to hit the like button, please, or hit the thumbs up if you're on a computer or laptop. And please share the live. Share the live. Hit that subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate you. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming live. So you know what's crazy? Every state seems to be different right now. I've seen people from New York, Texas, Georgia. Some say they don't know what's going on. Some say they know what's going on. Some people really think that nothing's gonna be delayed, you know? A lot of people think that something's gonna come and nothing's gonna be delayed, but you know, we have to be ready. For me personally, there have been times when I had to get really creative with what was left in the kitchen. I remember one week I just had rice, eggs, and a few veggies. I had to turn that into 3 different meals. It's not easy, but it's actually doable, you know? So we just got to think outside the box and just use what we have, you know? And get those spoiled kids. They're going to learn today, you know? Our kids are going to learn today if need be. But let's break down what's actually going on. Some reports say states are behind on processing because of funding shifts, and others say it's technical issues. The truth is, people are waiting longer and not being told why, and that's the part that hurts. Not knowing when that card is going to reload. You know, um, some people say they're going to be fine. Some people say they don't know how they're going to feed their children next month, you know? So that's good for you guys that won't be affected. But I know it's very stressful for the ones that will be affected. That's why it's so important to prepare and share what's working in your home, you know, because that's how we all learn from each other. So let's talk about how families are adjusting when things get tight. I've seen some really smart strategies online. People getting creative in ways that remind me of how our parents used to stretch food. Here are a few that kind of stood out, or that really stood out, were pantry inventory nights. Once a week, check everything you got in the fridge, freezer, pantry, write it down. You'll be surprised what meals you can make with what's already in the house. Plan ahead, you know? Mixing and matching meals. Instead of planning fancy meals, plan ingredient based meals. For example, like a bag of rice can become stir fry one night, burritos the next, and soup filler the next, you know? So rice can definitely go a long way. You can stretch your rice to do many different things, and you won't get tired of, you know, rice because you're making it so many different ways and in different things. So once again, that bag of rice can become stir fry one night, burritos the next, and soup filler the next. So, yeah, let's utilize, what you have. And also community sharing. Some folks are doing neighborhood swaps. If someone's if someone's got extra cereal and another person got extra pasta, they trade. It's a small thing, but it might help. So once again, I'm not here, really to complain and talk about what's actually going on, because most of us do know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, please watch my other live so you can be up to date on what's going on. November 1st is 2 days away. So you got to be ready and informed, you know. Has anyone ever done a food swap or helped a friend out when they were short? I love to hear those stories. So whether you're in the chat now or watching the replay, let me know if you've ever done a food swap or helped a friend out when they were short. I love to hear those stories. For me, I've definitely done that with people on my floor, because I do live in an apartment building. You know, well, they have asked me for stuff, and of course, when I have plenty, I don't mind giving them. So if they ask me for anything, I'm definitely one of those that is always helping out in any way I can. So if they need some rice, or if they need some, noodles for spaghetti or something, and they ask me, of course, I'm gonna give it to them, because why not? Especially if I have plenty. Please double tap that screen, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. Just to make sure I'm not talking for nothing, can somebody tell me if you hear me, please? Let me know if you guys hear me. Thank you. Because I know I was having connection issues. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I see. I see. Lily, see, I'm glad I got my laptop open as well, because I'm on my phone. And Lily, it's happening what happened to you. The chat is not moving at all. So I wouldn't even know that you guys are here if I didn't just look at my laptop. That's crazy. Wow. Hold on 1 minute, guys. Hold on 1 minute. There it goes. Yeah, I had to leave and come out. That's crazy, because I really thought nobody was here. I don't say like you. I'm freaking just pass by everybody, not say hi. So hello to everybody that came in. That's crazy. YouTube is messing up. Roscoe, nobody cares about EBT. Actually, the people that depend on it do, but you're free to say your opinions, no problem. I hope you're helping the community that does need it. Hey, Maine. No, Rose. Nope. I don't think that's true. I looked it up. People are not going to get cash on their card to replace their benefits. No. I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from, but no. Nope. But the only thing being affected as right now is the SNAP. Whoever receives cash is still going to receive their cash, and their portion of whatever gets sent to the for the rent, supposedly that's still being released. You know, at least that much for now. And hey, Lily, sis, yeah, this is crazy. YouTube be bugging out. YouTube really be bugging out. Or it's on the mobile, because like I said, on the laptop is just fine. But that's crazy. That's crazy. Please hit the like button, everybody. Thank you. That's really crazy. They're messing it up for people, you know? You think that nobody's there, and then, like you said, Lily, the other day, you sign off, and then you see everybody popping up when it's too late. Anybody here is gonna be affected by this, or your family members? Let me know. So yeah, so it's time to be a community, It doesn't take a lot. Just helping each other out when times are hard, that's all that matters. I'm gonna also say some budgeting tips for tough weeks. Now, so let's move on to budgeting. Not the boring kind, but the realistic kind. When you've got kids, every snack, juice box, or cereal refill adds up. So here's just a few strategies families can use. The envelope trick. After shopping, put your receipts in an envelope labeled grocery. It helps you track what you really spend and when the money's leaking out. Plan leftover nights once or twice a week, toast, for example, and just stick to them. That consistency saves money, and you don't have to make so much decisions. So choose certain things that you're gonna just eat a few times a week, so you don't have to waste ingredients and waste things. At this time, if you're really affected, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And just shop smart, shop discounts, shop sales, use store apps like Walmart Plus, Target Circle, Ibotta. If you don't have Fetch, download Fetch. Every time you shop, make sure that you're scanning those receipts so you could gain points and you can turn them into rewards when those points accumulate. After the live, I'll post my referral to the app so you guys could sign up for Fetch if you haven't. You can also link your emails to the app. So if you're shopping online as well, it automatically catches it on Fetch, and all you have to do is scan the your email to make sure that those receipts are found, and you can gain your points. And depending what items you choose, you could get double points, triple points, quadruple points. So the Fetch app does help. I've already redeemed like probably like four $50 gift cards, because all my shopping. It could be any receipt at all from shopping. 25 points is the minimum that you get. So if you haven't downloaded that Fetch app, it definitely helps. My content is lifestyle and trending topics. I'm not sure what your name is because it's in a different language, but welcome in. Glad you're here. Please subscribe to the channel. Right now, I'm just talking about the United States SNAP benefits ending as of November 1st. And I'm just giving families tips on what they can do to save money and to try to, make their dollar stretch in the meantime. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Stash. What's up, bro? Oh, it does keep buffering? Darn it, darn it, darn it. This damn New York weather. What the F? What the F? Right, Deborah? Hell yeah, me too, girl. Sonia, you do that too? Yeah, I put my thing on. Well, hopefully, like I said, this New York weather is acting up today. It's making my Wi-Fi and all that crap act up. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Please double tap the screen, hit that like button. If you haven't, please subscribe. But yeah, so let's talk about some real meals, things you can cook that fill you up without costing too much. Of course, we make a lot, especially me being Spanish, we make a lot of rice and beans. Even if we don't want to, most of the time, if you have men in your life, they love the rice and beans. So we land up making rice and beans a lot. So rice and beans remix, cook one big pot of rice and beans. Day one, use that as a rice bowl. Day two, burritos. Day three, fried rice with veggies. Make those rice and beans stretch. You know? Yeah, Deborah, me too. I have gotten um I'll redeem it for Visa cards so I could use them wherever. That app definitely works. It really does, you know. And depending what products you buy, sometimes it gives you those extra points. So that helps too. But definitely any little thing, it accumulates and eventually you'll be able to get a free gift card. Why not? Just for doing, your normal shopping. Why not? It does not hurt at all, you know? And also pasta stretchers. You could not only make your regular pasta, but then you can add some frozen veggies or um even canned tuna. I've never done it, but canned tuna to pasta sauce. Anybody ever did that before? I was looking up things to how to stretch, like meal stretchers, and that actually came up. So I never heard of that before I looked it up. Isn't that crazy? Thank you. Appreciate your support. Thank you. Hit that so you know when I come live and you might want to come in and join us. But thank you for stopping by. And soups and stews are another one, Clean out that fridge, You ever cleaned out your fridge and just made soup with everything that you had before, like it went like it spoiled? That's another way to make soup. One time I saw my vegetables, on the cusp, basically. If one more day they weren't gonna be good, I made a soup. These kids, they really enjoyed it. Yeah, I put everything I had in the fridge in it, all the vegetables and stuff. It was some good soup, you know? Throw in some potatoes, carrots, and anything left over. And it doesn't have to be just vegetables. You have any meat left over in there you know, that is still good, but you didn't use? Throw that shit in there too. Any leftover beans, any leftover meat, whatever. Just throw it in there. Trust me. Family like Deborah says she has so much rice, white, yellow, mason full with different pastas, sauces, gravies. I love shelf long food. That's what I'm talking about. And that's exactly the way you have to think right now. That's exactly the way you have to think right now. Right now it's raining, but after this, I'm about to head to the supermarket just to make sure that I have enough rice because I might be using this too. I might be freaking making, rice and beans one day, burritos the next, fried rice another, just so the meals could stretch. Even though if I'm not affected, immediately, it just feels wrong. It still feels wrong to waste, you know? So now I want to make my meals stretch even longer. I'm gonna make my freaking ingredients and whatever I have last longer just because. And today's Wednesday, and I actually didn't even look across the street to see how the pantry line was. Rain. So right now, there's actually no line. I wonder if people won't come out because it's raining. I'm not sure. I think it starts a little bit later, the line. I'm not really sure of the time, but I totally forgot about that. And that sucks that if you're really desperate enough, you're going to come outside in this rain too to get what you need. And this is the best time, I guess, because it's long. So I have in New York City that if it's raining where you are, go and get to those pantries. The lines are not long. Sometimes you might feel like you don't want to go because of the line, but this is the best time. I'm just realizing because there's literally no line on either sides of the pantry lines. Because remember, guys, I told you that there's two across the street from me. So, and there's no line canceled because of what's going on. I'm really hoping that because you never know. Thank you. You watch all my cooking videos. Trust me, if I had one of those beautiful freaking kitchens like I see a lot of you guys having, I would be a cooking channel, just cooking channel, you know. I'll be talking about these trending topics while I cook, you know. One day. Um Another thing is breakfast for dinner, you know? Who doesn't love breakfast for dinner? Come on now. Let me know. Raise your hand if you like breakfast for dinner. Pancakes, eggs, oatmeal, you know, blueberries, bananas. It's cheap, it's filling, and the kids love it, and I love it. And it's quick, right? Whip pancakes, eggs, toast in like 15 minutes, and it's done. Or if you're on a computer, hit that thumbs up for me, please. And if you haven't, please hit subscribe. Sonia says she does breakfast for dinner 2 times a week, that she loves it. Oh, see? Yes, I love that shoe. And it definitely is quick, fast, and definitely satisfying. You know? Jackson, he loves him some pancakes and eggs. Sure. And Jordan, even though he's 18, like, thank God my kids, they go with the program. So whatever mom makes, they're eating. They're not those type of kids that say, "Oh, I don't want that." Uh, No, whatever I make, they're eating. Thank God I'm not pregnant. No, thank gosh. Thank gosh. My shop is closed. I am not one of those. Well, I have my own shop closed technically. But no, no more kids for me. No more kids for me. Thank you. Hey, Dry Bob. Hey, Perfectly Imperfect. How you doing, sisters? I'm glad to see you here. Yeah, so I think that's a universal thing, I guess. People love breakfast for dinner, and that is a way is gonna, affect you. That's definitely a way to stretch your dollar. But even if you're not effective, everybody loves breakfast and love it for dinner too, a few times a week, a couple times a week at least. And of course, another one. Tacos. Tacos you can make all different kind of ways. You don't even need, you can make it with beans. veggies. You can make it with meat, chicken, turkey, ground beef. There's so much things, fish. Tacos is definitely another meal idea to help you stretch your dollar. Of my So if I didn't have no meat, I definitely could make a bean taco and just put the whatever, the lettuce on it, the onions, and make it just as good. You know? You guys love tacos? Let me know. Who likes tacos? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Let me know what kind of tacos you guys usually go for. So, for the meal ideas, I said rice and beans, of course, because you can make them different ways. The pasta, because you can make that different ways as well as stretch. And so I'm going in and out. The rain is messing up my flow today. But yeah, so clean out that fridge, throw in everything you got, any leftover meat, beans, potatoes, carrots, celery, whatever. Just throw it in and make a big soup that'll make it last. Oh, sitting at the I haven't seen you on one of my lives in a minute. Hope you're doing well. I miss you, girl. I miss chicken tacos, beef taco, birria tacos. That's all you like, and that takes and those actually take a long time to make. If you make them the right way from scratch, those actually take a long time to make. But I love tacos. Give me any kind of tacos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Breakfast for dinner is another one that I said, and tacos. Um, what are some meal ideas that you guys in your house would make to make it stretch if need be? You know, like I said, this live is about sharing your ideas more than anything. Yeah, different ideas, and we need to all come together as a community to help each other out. So let me know, what do you guys do in your household to make a meal stretch, and what ingredients do you use in different ways? Sure that you're stretching your dollar. I remember growing up, I had friends and they would eat whatever was in the house. Yeah, I mean, most of the time that is how it goes, right? Sure. Is that as time went goes by, we have changed, and um we coddle our kids too much, honestly, you know? And then we get mad when they seem to be like entitled, but we only have ourselves to blame for that, you know? We only have ourselves to blame. A can of corn, hot dogs, whatever, and they ate good. Facts. Chili or beef stew. Yeah, that's two good things. Yep. You make a big pot of chili or a big pot of beef stew. Yep. And it could last a day or two or three, depending if you like to eat things after 3 days. To me, 3 days is the limit for me. After that third day, I'm not comfortable eating it anymore. um Sure, I'm not gonna lie. My baked ziti, because like I said, there's only three of us. My baked ziti lasted us 3 days, And I was fine with that. You know, with baked ziti, that it tastes better after each day, you know? So, oh, that's another one. You make a big pan of big ziti or something, and it could definitely last if you don't have a big family, you know? Compared to what we had in the 70s and 80s, yeah. Crab boils, oxtails, honey, please. Right? What? Shit, I don't remember no freaking crab boils, no seafood boils, no freaking crab. Hell, no, it was the beef stew, it was the corned beef, it was the chicken, chicken breast, chicken, and then in between all the other stuff. So you see, that's the beauty of this kind of conversation, you know, because we all have tricks, you know, and different things that we can share with each other. And we could, you know, we could prepping or just when we are going shopping, we have really of the things we are buying and just making sure that whatever we buy we need and that we are actually going to use, you know, have tricks that someone else hasn't thought of yet. So it's good with each other, with our community, you know? Like I said, we have to work together, you know, not only when in times of need either. We have to learn to work together as a community every day. This damn what you call it reception is sucks today. Keeps throwing me out. Please double tap the screen. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. If you can donate to the channel, I greatly appreciate any donation. Any amount is welcome. You can donate to Cash App BX Queen C, BXQUEENC. Any donations are greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Yes, please make sure you're hitting that button and subscribing. You guys still hear me? I know that my connection sucks right now. Let me know if you guys could hear me. Hey Tiff. Okay, cool. Yeah. Starts acting up. But how's everybody feeling emotionally? You know, anybody that's gonna be affected, how are you doing? You know, let me know. If you're a parent or even just someone helping family members through these times, remember, it's okay to ask for help. There's no shame in using assistance programs. You know, that's what they're there for. But, you know, don't be afraid to ask. Ugh, this shit is really off, ladies and gents. The rain doesn't usually do this. I don't know what's going on. Damn, is that bad? But anyway, yes, just be open. You know, go to those pantries before there's no food left, if need be. You know, if you're really going to be affected, go to several pantries now before it's too late. Stock up with whatever they give you. Take those beans, take those potatoes, take those frozen vegetables, whatever they give. Take it and utilize it. You'll be probably making different meals with everything they give you. Different kind of potatoes, different kind of rice. Vegetable rice, vegetable stir fry, whatever it is. You know just use it and make those meals stretch, make your dollar stretch. Because sometimes, it's not just about the food, it's about the pressure also that comes with trying to hold everything together. And it's okay to not be okay, you know? I hope you guys have someone you can talk to as well, because I know this can be an emotional and stressful time when you have to feed your children. But I also want to say this: get those meals that stretch. Don't buy any of those pre-packaged meals, especially if you're going to be needing to stretch those dollars and needing to stretch the meals. Forget about those prepackaged meal. Start making things that if you don't usually cook, start looking up those recipes and start cooking. Don't buy those, pre-made PBJs. Don't buy those pre-made cookies, whatever. Start making them fresh at your house, and that makes also some good family time, you know making it together, cooking together, so it could be fun and they'll actually want to eat what they cook. Sometimes that's how you get kids to eat stuff that they don't normally eat. Take them into the kitchen and let them help you. Make it fun, because most of the time then they want to eat whatever. Then they'll want to eat it because they actually made it themselves or helped you make it. That's definitely a good trick. Deborah says we are okay. We get a food allowance on our insurance card, which helps monthly. I'm going to Catholic Charities next month, though, for Thanksgiving food. That's good, Deborah. That's good. So, so that's not being threatened, the food allowance to your insurance card? That's good if it's not, because I would think they would be stopping that too. But if they're not, that's awesome. And if you guys didn't know about that, maybe look into your insurance and see if they provide that. See? Another great idea, because who knows? Many people's insurance might offer that and they don't even know that. So, that's a good thing. Call your insurance and see what they provide, especially during this time. And the Catholic Charities, yes, that's real good. I hope that the churches continue to help their communities, and their parishioners. I really hope that. Ah, yeah. I mean, Deborah, a lot of people, believe it or not, there's a lot of seniors on here and that are going to listen to this. So that's great advice, because some of them don't know what's going on, and some of them don't know what their insurance provides. Yeah, it's also WIC. Yep. And you know how expensive formula is nowadays. Woo! A can alone is like $25. $25 for a can of Similac or Enfamil, you know? And we can't easily say you better breastfeed, because some mommies do not produce their milk. So that's the reason why they're using the formula. So you are right. That WIC, I really think it's really useful for the milk, for when the babies need milk, The vegetables and all the hell yeah, of course. The milk, even the regular milk, it can get expensive because your 1 year olds and 2 year olds, they do drink a lot of milk, but those new mommies that don't really, that need that formula, infant formula, I really do feel for them. But you guys have to do anything and everything to make those, your dollars stretch and those meals stretch. So it's time to put those prepackaged meals, leave them on the shelves, and start buying the actual ingredients to make these meals so they can not only be more healthy, but so they can stretch. Yeah, break room. Everything is expensive now. Everything is really crazy. Everything is yep. Even rice. I remember even the rice is expensive. We're talking so much about buy rice, but I remember when you could get like 3 bags of 20-pound rice for $10. I'm telling my age, but I remember when those good sales, you know, when there was some good ass sales like that. We even are connected to a once a month program for 2 bags of great food. I get in where I fit in. I hear that. See? And I hope these programs continue because a lot of these the grants that they receive are being threatened as well. So I really hope that those programs that assist people, you know, especially seniors and the elderly, well, seniors are elderly. You know what I mean? And disabled, that's what I meant to say. um, I hope that they are not affected because they are threatening all different kind of funds and grants and nonprofit organizations. Probably the reason why my offer letter is taking 5 years to, it's been a week already. I did follow up and they said the job is mine, but it's taking forever to send me an offer letter. And this is probably why, because of everything that's going on. So that is another reason why I said, all donations are very much appreciated because I'm not going to lie, I need it. I need it. And I'm not one that just sits around doing nothing. And even though I have been offered the job, I'm still filling out applications just because it's taking so long to get that paperwork. I'm not just going to sit around waiting. If I get something in the meantime, I'm going to the next one. But, if you can donate, please donate to my Cash App. I greatly appreciate it. Um, so yeah, I've been there staring at a half empty fridge, trying to make dinner with whatever's left. But I promise it will get better. It gets better when you plan a little, share ideas and give yourself some grace. So please, don't let this affect your mental. Please reach out to somebody if you need to talk. You are not alone. There's always somebody that wants to hear what you're going through and wants to be your shoulder to cry on, if need be. And your children need you. So please be strong. Please be there for them. Just learn how to stretch your meals. That's all. Seniors with the right insurance card will even get their energy bill paid. Yeah, I heard that. And that's awesome. So if you are a senior, look at whatever, look at all your insurance, guys. Look at look into your insurance cards, call them, see what benefits they have for you. I know a lot of people usually don't do that because you just think that your medical bills or whatever, that's all that they are there for. but you would be surprised what your insurance covers. So, especially those of you of a certain age, you're living on a limited income, get any help you can. Don't be too prideful, you know? Don't be too prideful. Get that help. And even if it's not for you, if it's to help somebody else that doesn't have that option, help somebody else with what you can get. That's what I would do. So if you're watching this now or on the replay, I hope this live, all the information I provided helped, because like I said, it wasn't about complaining about what's going on, because it is what it is at this point, and we just have to learn how to survive, you know. And break room, I hope you're right. I hope they do hit, because the people that take advantage of it, they're gonna learn, believe it or not, because they're changing these guidelines of what it takes to receive these food stamps, and they're not taking people being lazy lightly anymore. So they're gonna make them do a work program. They're gonna make them go to training or school. They're not gonna let them sit around doing nothing anymore. So their time is coming, believe it or not. But my thing is for the people that really need it. You know, I feel bad for them. I feel empathy for them. The people that are going to struggle to feed their children, to feed their babies, you know, those are the people that I feel for. Those of you that took advantage, shame on you. Those of you that have Lexus, Mercedes, Benz, and all that, and still using the government assistance, that shame on you, you know. But anyway, that's another story. But if you found this helpful, please type helpful. Let me know whether you're in the chat now or on the replay. If you have any resources, like I say every time I talk about this, if you have any resources, leave it in the chat. If you have any meal ideas, leave it in the chat. Let me know what you do to stretch your meals and what other people can do to stretch their meals. Yes, I hate it too for people that really need it. Before Deborah said before she retired, we never got any SNAP, and I had to pay for our health coverage. Yep, that's how it mostly goes. Especially if you any kind of job, most of the time after you get those 40 hours, you're not eligible for anything. Anything. And you sometimes you got to scrape by check to check, you know? Also apply for a U card. It's an extra 300 a month for groceries and bills. I don't get shit. What is that? A U card? I never heard of that. Yeah, I hate this for people too that really need it. Thanks, Sonia. And thanks, Sonia, for the donation. I greatly appreciate you. Thanks, Ray. And thanks for being here. I didn't even know you were still here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming in. I hope you hit I hope you hit the subscribe button. And of course, everybody turn on your notification bell so every time I come live, you are notified. Well, I hope you're notified because YouTube been acting up lately. So I don't know. But so we could chit chat. So I think soon I'm gonna have to have one of my game nights, so we can have a little fun. Cause I know life is stressful these days, man. We just need a little fun. But Deborah said it's sad because I have a feeling that so many people are gonna be stealing from so many grocery stores. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen, Deborah. People, people that've been saying it, please believe them. They're definitely going to be stealing. They ain't lying. They're telling the truth. Please hit that like button for me, guys. Double tap the screen. I greatly appreciate you. And of course, my Cash App is pinned if you would like to, or if you can, donate to my channel, please. I greatly appreciate anything. Soups, chilies, homemade pizzas. Break room said, get your eggs, flour, sugar for pancakes and cakes, breads, etc. I'm telling ya. Yeah, that's a fact, right? You gotta, we're gonna be homemakers. Gotta be some homemakers now for real, if need be, you know? Make those, you gotta make everything stretch for real. And it's not even a joke. I'm laughing, but it's not a joke. Gonna have to look up recipes. If you don't know how to cook, look up recipes. Trust me. You're gonna come out a cook after this for real. Just follow those directions. You could do it. You could do it. Don't be afraid. It might be intimidating at first, but you can definitely do it. Hey, Alan. How you doing, bro? Yeah, manage portions. Don't be greedy. Yes. Eat like a normal person. Eat like a normal person. Ration your stuff, you know? And drink water in between so you get full faster if need be, you know? Damn, it's really pouring over here, guys. It seems like we having a freaking storm here. It started pouring right now. It's windy, it's dark. Woo. Break room said she told her husband, we're having hot dogs tonight with a sliver of mustard. No chili, no slaw. Just kidding. Nah, but shoo, hot dogs go a long way too. Shoo. Get those hot dogs, get the tuna fish. Tuna fish, you're not only making sandwiches, make that tuna salad. You know, get those macaronis in there, mix it up. There you go. You know? Shoo. Even a tuna regular salad, tuna on top of lettuce. You know, make it stretch if you have to. Make that shit stretch. Yeah, that sounds good, MMG. Some chili hot dogs. Yeah, some chili dogs. I said chili hot dogs. Some chili dogs. Hell yeah. You better feed that man. Break room. You better feed that man. He don't want no hot dogs. Nah, I don't know. My kids actually would love hot dogs. See, and that's what I mean. Thank goodness that I don't make, you know, of course we eat good things, but my kids are also okay with the regular shit that we grew up on. I make hot dogs, they'll be just fine. And maybe I will make that today. I was thinking of what to make today, and I really didn't feel like cooking like a big meal. So maybe I will be getting hot dogs too and making them. Shoo. And my kids will be just happy with them. Yeah, I eat my beef hot dogs too. I can't just buy regular hot dogs. Oh no, Ray. I pray for your family in Jamaica. Yeah, I was talking about that too. My last few lives. Yes. I pray for anybody that was affected in Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, you know, wherever the storm hit. I definitely pray for everybody. You know, some of Jamaica didn't get hit as much as others, but there was, you know, a lot of destruction. So I pray that you hear from your family soon. So, oh, you're having chili dogs too? Okay, I hear that. Yeah, right? We're not gourmet every day of the week. Facts. I have nobody to try to impress. Shit. I'm gonna eat some regular shit and it be just as good as the gourmet stuff. Yeah, that definitely sounds good. See, break from your inspired MMG to make some chili dogs too. That's good. Somebody make some chili dogs, somebody make regular hot dogs, somebody go and make that breakfast for dinner, you know? If you have leftover rice in that fridge, make yourself some stir fry. Add some frozen vegetables to it. You know, you could do it meatless or you can do it with meat. You have shreds of chicken in there, you have shrimp, whatever. Mix it in and make some stir fry, you know? And even mix in an egg. Fried rice with egg in it tastes so good, you know? Make it stretch, make it count, but also make it delicious. Yeah, I've been watching the news too about Jamaica, you know, and everybody else is hitting because, yeah, it's sad. You know, all those hospitals, the hospitals in Jamaica got hit hard. It's just, it's sad. It's sad. Hey, Tamik sis, how are you? I'm sure you're still at work. How's your day at work going? I hope it's going well. Yes, prayers up to Jamaica and everybody, you know, that the storm is hitting. I pray for everybody. I pray you hear from your family members. If you haven't, I have faith that you guys will hear from your families soon. If you're just joining us, welcome. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, watch the replay because I have been on for a while already. So watch the replay. I was giving some information about the SNAP benefits, but I was also giving mainly ideas of what to do if you have to stretch your dollar, you know, what meals you can plan, different types of things like that. And if you have any ideas to share, please do so. All your ideas are welcome and they may help others survive. Okay, you just made it home from work? Good. You stopped at the store and grabbed the pizza? Cool. How's the weather over there? It is real bad where I am. It's raining like cats and dogs. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well. Please double tap that screen for me to hit that like. Tamik's always in that kitchen making some good stuff. I think all of us, really. All of us are always cooking some good stuff. But I think I'm going to do the shortcut today too and make some hot dogs. But I'm not making chili hot dogs because I really want to make it simple. I don't even feel like I just put them in the pan and fry them, grill them, whatever, and call it a day. Facts. That's exactly what I'm going to do. In this rain, I don't feel like doing crap. Even though I could make a soup. I could make a soup with this. Sorry, guys. That was my son. They canceled some classes. I don't know why, because of the rain, but he's going to be on his way home early. So he was just letting me know. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's how bad it's raining. Um, a lot of students didn't make it to school. A lot of students didn't. Yeah. Thanks for asking, Tommy. You know, my grandmother's 90. Her mind isn't the same. You know, It's not the same. So my mother's really doing a lot for her, you know, just to make her comfortable and stuff like that. But my mom should be coming home actually on Saturday. She has her, you know, she has to come back to work. She's been gone for 2 weeks already, unpaid. So she already has her flight booked for Saturday. But she's trying to do everything she can while she's there, get my grandmother some assistance. Because unfortunately, her family over there been taking advantage of her, and my mom found out while she was there. So we're not happy with them at all. So, you know, you think people do this from the kindness of their heart, and they were doing it in their pockets. So they weren't actually helping my grandmother genuinely. They were doing it for the money. So that's a whole nother story. But thanks for asking. See you later, Deborah. Thanks for joining. I hope you have a great day. Yes, you'll get used to the names. I know it's different names from where you usually are, but you'll get to know we're a sisterhood over here, and we have some brothers sprinkled in. But thank you. Thanks for always supporting. I appreciate you. Yeah, tell me about it, Tamik. It's very, very sad. Very, very sad. If you're just joining, please double tap the screen for me. Double tap the screen. I will definitely tell him when he comes from school. Thank you, Deborah. I will definitely tell him. But yeah, share the live. So if anybody needs some meal ideas or things, you know, ideas on what to do, you know, or just needs some inspiration, or ending this because I have to call a cab for my boy. I have to call a cab for my boy. Look, I appreciate every one of you who shared your ideas, who've been in the chat, um, your meal ideas, what you're gonna be making tonight, and your experiences. Before you go, please hit that like button, share this, subscribe. If you can, please donate to my channel. My Cash App is BX Queen C, BXQUEENC. We appreciate. And remember, because next week we'll be talking about how to prepare, you know, more if this does happen, because it is supposed to happen as of November 1st. So I'll be coming on not only to, I'm not gonna mostly talk about the government and what's going on. I'm gonna be talking about how we can help our community, you know, because that's more important, because our hands are basically tied once we make our votes. So definitely do go out and vote. Don't be discouraged because of what's going on. Make those votes, because votes do matter regardless. So please don't get discouraged. Go out and vote, you know? But I'll definitely be talking about ways how to we can help our communities and more meal ideas, and in the meantime, just check your local community centers, stay safe, and keep being resourceful. You know, everybody's doing amazing. And we're going to keep doing that. And we're going to keep uplifting our community, whether it's in real life or online. So, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next live. Thanks, Tamik. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you, thank you. And thank you everybody that joined, everybody that passed through to say hi, everybody that hit that like button. If you're watching the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hit that like button and please subscribe. We're on the road to 1K over here. Later.